Hey everyone, welcome back to Soulmate Adventures. If you watched our latest video, you know that we just flew 14 and a half hours from Seattle to Doha in Q Suites. We're currently in Doha Hamad International Airport on an almost 9-hour layover before heading off on another business class flight to Nairobi. Since we've heard so many great things about Qatar Airways Business Class lounges, we're choosing to spend our entire layover here lounge hopping between them. So come follow us as we show you around all 3 lounges and indulge in some delicious food. After landing in Doha and going through security, we headed off in search of the first Mourjan Lounge. We immediately spotted a sign for it, so we headed off in that direction. On the way, we spotted the famous teddy bear, so we of course had to make a pit stop. There it is. After a 14 and a half hour flight, I feel like I want to take a shower. What do you think?
Sounds good.
After some quick photos, we continued on following the signs to the Mourjan Lounge. Okay, we spotted the Mourjan Lounge entrance, but we got distracted by the Hamleys store next door and Harrods as they both reminded us of our trip to London with our daughter. Okay, let's get back on track. We headed over to the lounge escalator where our boarding passes were checked. All passengers on a business class or first class ticket on Qatar Airways or oneworld are granted access to this lounge at no additional cost. This Mourjan Lounge is located near the A gates in the south side of the terminal, near the large teddy bear. It's the original Mourjan Lounge that existed before the newer Mourjan Garden Lounge opened in 2023. As soon as we stepped foot in the lounge, we couldn't believe just how large and spacious it was. It was amazing to finally be here in person. We didn't even know where to begin and just had to pause to take it all in. I guess we looked like first-timers in the lounge, so someone kindly came over to point out where everything is.
So for the facilities we have, on that side we have the locker area facilities. Upstairs we have the main dining wherein we offer buffet a la carte. Opposite side we have showers. If you prefer light ones, we have it on this side.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, enjoy stay.
We have to make a reservation for the
Actually,
shower.
it's first come, first serve basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think first things first, we'll go check out the shower. And then we can get a locker and get some food. We headed straight to the shower area in case there was a wait list. When I arrived at the women's area, luckily there was no wait and I was assigned my own shower room right away, and they said I had no time limit. On the men's side, however, there was a 1-hour wait, so Ryan was told to head to another area of the lounge where they have an additional 5 shower rooms. Upon entering, there was a spot to place my bags and hang up my clothes. Then there was a sink with a variety of toiletries. The shower was spacious with great water pressure. Shampoo, conditioner, and body wash were provided. There was also a toilet with bidet. The only slight downside to these shower suites is that there is no fan inside, so it can quickly become quite warm and steamy. Well, we just took showers, so we're feeling all refreshed. We're pretty full from breakfast, but it's actually dinner time here, and the food is supposed to be amazing in the lounge. So I think we'll go check it out, have some food to eat, and then go explore the airport a bit and check out the other lounge. Before we headed up to the dining area, we went over to the locker room to drop off our bags. When we arrived, we were a bit surprised to see how small the locker room was compared to other lounges we've been to. Luckily, there were still some empty ones available for us, and the attendant asked if we wanted 1 or 2. Considering how few lockers there were, we said we would just share one. It surprisingly fit a lot, and we were able to get all our bags and coats into the one locker. Once we were free of our luggage, we headed off in search of some food. At the base of the stairs, there was a small snack bar with coffee and pastries. But what we really wanted was the dining room experience, so we headed up this beautiful staircase. We were impressed with just how large the dining area was. There was a full bar and multiple buffet stations. We were led to a table by the window and introduced to our options.
Let me just introduce you to our options. We have buffet and a la carte available. Buffet is self-service, while for a la carte you can scan this menu and my colleagues will assist you with your order.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
On the a la carte menu, there was a choice of steak, salmon, lamb kebab, paneer tikka masala, nut and cheese mezzaluna, pumpkin risotto, made-to-order salad, sushi, and dessert. I went with the lamb kebab and Ryan went for the assorted sushi. After placing our a la carte orders, we went to look at the buffet options. There was a selection of breads here along with some hot soups, Asian, Indian, and Middle Eastern dishes. On the far wall here, there was a wide selection of desserts from cakes to Arabic sweets and a self-serve espresso machine. On the other side of the room, there was an assortment of cold items like salads, fruit, cheese, and dips. When we returned to our table, our mocktails were waiting for us. I had the pineapple basil smash and Ryan had the watermelon cooler. Both were delicious. I ordered the lamb kebab and it smells incredible. And Ryan's assorted sushi just arrived. It's actually awesome. Ryan's a big sushi critic, so if he says it's good, then it must be good. Ryan also chose some small bites from the buffet. They looked delicious, but I just had no more room in my stomach to eat anymore. Overall, the food was very good and we were impressed with the wide variety of buffet options. I wouldn't say it was the best food we've ever eaten in a lounge, but it was tasty and the ambiance was very nice.
Thank you.
After dinner, we decided to walk off our meal by doing a complete walkthrough of the entire lounge. By the windows was a seating area with views of the planes outside, and there was a small snack and coffee bar here as well. Over on this side, we found a smoking room, a few small seating areas, then the shower rooms where we were earlier. Through these glass doors were the game room and large business center, another snack area, and at the back, there were some nap pods, and there were actually some still available. At the back of the lounge, we found another dining area that was smaller than the one upstairs.
Table for two? Oh no, I just want to look at the showers. Yes, right.
There's also a somewhat hidden quiet area in the back here, which I bet a lot of people don't even notice. This is where you can find additional showers and the more private sleeping pods. However, none were available when we visited, but we were told to come back in a few hours when the next one was scheduled to come available. Next, we found another game room and a kids' play area. At the end of the hall was the family area, which is another nice quiet spot to rest or take a nap. We were lucky that when we visited the lounge, it was very empty and quiet, which really surprised us because most of what we had read was that this lounge gets very busy and it can be hard to find a seat. But as you can see, there were tons of seats available. We found a map and double-checked to see if we had visited all that this lounge has to offer. It made us chuckle that the lounge is so big that it needs its own map. We decided that we liked the seating area by the window the best, so we headed over there to relax for a bit. Let's grab some coffee and do some plane spotting. It's very quiet in the lounge. I'm surprised because I thought this lounge was crazy busy sometimes. Oh, there's so many different seating areas. So we're sitting here by the window, looking at the planes, having an assortment of Arabic sweets. Got an Americano, and they have wireless charging here, so it's perfect. Okay, I couldn't help myself but sample all of the Arabic sweets that they had. I'm pretty full, but I just want to try them all. This one has some stuff inside. It's all right. This one, let's see. It's like dates inside. I like this one. This one looks like a little donut. Is that a pistachio on it? This one's good. Kind of reminds me of Filipino pulveron, but with Arabic flavors. I think this one's my favorite so far. You wanna try it? This one looks like baklava with like syrup. Wish it had like a little bit more syrup. It's a little too flaky. It's still good. Pistachios inside. It has good texture. It's really good. Maybe my second favorite. Chewy, kind of crunchy, but not too sweet. Okay, final one. This looks like an almond cake thing. Kind of tastes like rose water. At first I wasn't sure, but it's pretty good. It's very sweet from the syrup, but like not overpowering. I think I like this little donut pistachio one. And then I like this one. I guess I like pistachio.
After our coffee and treats, we decided it was time to check out the rest of the airport and the other Al Mourjan Lounge. We decided to just leave our luggage here so that it would be easier to get around the airport. We took the escalator down and searched for signs for the orchard. Along the way, we spotted some luxury vehicles and a kids' play area.
Okay, we're trying to find the train to go to the orchard, which is the new section of the airport. I think we have to go up the escalator.
The train connects the south terminal to the new expansion on the north side. While it is possible to walk, it's quite a ways, so it's easier to just take the short 1-minute ride on the train.
Please stand clear. The doors are open.
The orchard opened in November of 2022 as part of the airport's expansion plan. This new area features a lush indoor tropical garden and a number of new lounges, shops, and eateries.
Welcome to the orchard. I see a sign pointing to the Mourjan Lounge Garden, which is where we want to go. It smells very new in here. Look at this waterfall wall. I hear water. This reminds me of Singapore Changi Airport. Oh, it's so pretty.
We headed down to stroll through the inviting orchard garden. It's so impressive that such a lovely place exists right inside an airport terminal. Even though it reminded us of the Jewel in Changi Airport, it's different in the sense that this one is actually airside, whereas the Jewel is a separate mall that is just attached to the airport. This garden truly is a relaxing place away from the usual hustle and bustle of the airport.
You can hear the birds chirping. Fake birds. But it adds to the ambiance. Oh, I just noticed there's a little path up there that you can take. Gotta head up there next.
After walking along the elevated pathways, we headed over to the Al Mourjan Garden Lounge. We were still pretty full from the first lounge, but we wanted to go see how the two lounges compare. Plus, we wanted to visit the exclusive Louis Vuitton Lounge, which is located within the Al Mourjan Garden Lounge.
So they have a Fendi bar, Fendi cafe, but I want to go to the Louis Vuitton cafe. And I think it's on top of the Louis Vuitton store right there. I think we need to take the elevator up. It looks like we take the elevator up here to the Al Mourjan Business Lounge, the Garden.
As soon as we got off the elevator, we immediately saw the Louis Vuitton Lounge in front of us. Since we were still full, we decided to do a walkthrough of the lounge. We started by turning left and saw signs for the prayer room, gym, quiet area, and showers. There was also a luggage room over here. The seating area was very spacious and airy with views over the orchard down below. There was a small coffee bar here with snacks and pastries. And another nice water feature, which seems to be a theme in Qatar Airways lounges. Next, we headed to the opposite side of the lounge toward the main dining area. On our way, we spotted a game room. Inside was a large TV and pool table, but no one was even using any of it.
Good evening. Table for two?
We're just gonna look around first.
Have a look, ma'am. It's all yours.
Thank you.
Sushi looks good. Oh, they have vegetarian sushi.
We explored the various food stations and found that the food was almost all exactly the same as what was offered in the first Mourjan Lounge we went to. After checking out all the food, we decided to take a quick peek at the bar area before deciding that it was time for the Louis Vuitton Lounge. This lounge opened in May 2023, and it's the world's first ever Louis Vuitton Lounge. Access is exclusive to Qatar Airways first and business class passengers and VIP Louis Vuitton customers. The only catch is that it is not complimentary. All the food and drinks are for purchase, and thus the lounge is never all that busy. In fact, when we walked in, we were the only ones inside. Every single detail of this lounge is gorgeous. I loved all the colors, the bird accents, the details on the floor, and even the uniforms of the staff were these super trendy blue jumpsuits. As for the menu, it's curated by 3-star Michelin chef Yannick Alleno. We still were not all that hungry, so we searched the menu for something small to indulge in. The menu featured a tasting menu for 1,600 Qatari Riyals, which is equivalent to about 600 Canadian dollars, so we decided to skip over that. But there were also much more reasonable options like salads and sandwiches. On the next page were caviar, sushi, and a handful of starters and mains, but I really just wanted one of the delicious pastries I spotted when I walked in. So we decided to split a monogram dark chocolate cake. While we're at it, we might as well order some coffee as well.
Coffee has arrived. Wow. It's the Spanish latte, which is my favorite because it has condensed milk.
The lattes were beautifully presented with monogrammed foam, and so was the decadent chocolate cake.
So good.
It's so good.
So good.
Spanish lattes are always good. Oh wow, it's like a thick mousse cake. It's very chocolatey. Let's see what Ryan thinks. So we were just looking up the chef. He has 3 Michelin stars, which is like the highest. So no wonder this cake tastes so good. It's also like equivalent to 27 Canadian dollars.
Worth it.
After finishing up our Louis Vuitton Lounge experience, we headed back to the first Mourjan Lounge to grab our luggage.
First floor. Door opening. Attention, please. We would like to draw your attention.
Well, it's midnight now and it's definitely busier than when we were here earlier at 5.
After grabbing our luggage from the locker room, we headed back over to the sea gates where our next Qatar Airways Business Class flight was departing from. The Mourjan South Lounge is quite a trek from the Sea Gate, so you're better off staying at the Garden Lounge if that is where your gate is. Overall, out of the 3 lounges we visited, the Mourjan South Lounge was our favorite, so we'd recommend that one if you only have time for one lounge. The Louis Vuitton Lounge was a unique experience and we felt it was worth the extra cost. However, whichever lounge you end up visiting, you really can't go wrong with any of them. We hope you enjoyed lounge hopping with us around Doha Hamad Airport. Our 9-hour layover actually went by faster than we expected, and now it's time to go catch our flight to Nairobi. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll show you what it's like flying business class on Qatar Airways A350 and how it differs from Q Suites. Then it's time for safari. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for a lot more exciting videos coming soon.